destruction of what makes us alive. Crumbling, our bodies break as we drift further and further toward a void of waste and death. A failure to recognize the signs, we turn a blind eye from our mutually assured destruction. A squandered existence, a blip in time, we've accomplished nothing. Narcissism runs rapid toward a bleak black end.
Yo. Hey guys. Look at you guys getting here early. Thank you. What up, everybody? Greg, what's up, brother? How's everybody doing? Got a couple things planned for tonight. So, like usual, we'll hang out and shoot the shit for a while everybody, shows up fashionably late. George, what's up, man? Yep. It's hard to, it's hard to ignore everything that's going on, but you got to keep your spirits up. Thank goodness we have music, right? Hope everybody had a good week. Finally got my hands on Studio One version 5, so that's cool. I haven't had time to completely dig into it, but yeah, so we can start talking about it, but I'll probably repeat myself 1,000 times. A lot of you guys reach out and, first of all, big ups to you guys for the support. I appreciate it. Still blows me away that there's people like you guys, listening to my music, buying my music, following the channel. It's still crazy to me, man. So I appreciate everybody who has anything positive to say about my music and listens to it and gets some enjoyment out of it. Because that's cool. It's kind of like what I've always wanted. So, but a lot of you guys kind of, you hit me up. You're like, what about vocals for this? This would sound good with vocals. And clearly I write my tracks in such a way where they would fit vocals very well. So I got to thinking, how can I do this? There's tons of YouTube vocalists. I have a very good friend, Jeff, who sang on some of my music. Obviously, given the state of the world, I don't know about having him over and recording vocals, having him yell into my microphone. And plus, he's a busy guy. And my best friend Lenny suggested, hey, I know that, first of all, I'm a huge fan of SOILWORK. When I first started getting into like more extreme music, more extreme metal, especially diving into the world of Swedish metal, there's bands like Opeth, The Haunted, In Flames, SOILWORK, Arch Enemy. I got into all these bands. Me and my best friend Lenny, we would just consume everything we could. Not just Swedish metal, but a lot of Swedish metal. At the Gates. Obviously, most of those guys ended up turning into The Haunted. But SOILWORK has always been a very influential band for me. And Bjorn, the vocalist, Bjorn Strid, I've been a fan of everything he does. He does Night Flight Orchestra, and he's done a few other projects. And my best friend Lenny's like, hey, man, I know Bjorn's doing session work. Like, hit him up. So I hit him up, and what's up, JJ? I reached out to Bjorn to get some information, and he got back to me. And he gave me his, his session fee and everything. And I wanted to kind of bring it to you guys. I know we don't get, obviously, the channel's almost at 6,000 subscribers, which is like crazy. But clearly we don't get that many on our live streams. Probably because maybe most of those people have a life. I don't know. And we're just sitting here on a Saturday hanging out. I mean, I look forward to this, but who knows? I'm an old soul, I like hanging. So I wanted to bring it to you guys to see, like, what is a good way to... I mean, nothing is set in stone. I have to come up with a chunk of money to get him on this song. Yeah, see, Twitch seems... Seems to be a lot of news going around about Twitch, and I think starting out on Twitch is like a pain. I think we had this conversation last week. I don't know anything about it. What's up? How's it going? So, yeah, reached out to Bjorn from SOILWORK. He got back to me, gave me his price, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to see what I can do about drumming this up. And I wanted to bring it to you guys because a lot of you guys are the ones who suggest, hey, man, these songs are great. Get vocals on it. So I'm thinking about, what is the best way? What do you guys think is the best way to raise the money to get Bjorn on this track and maybe put something together where we print some CDs and have something physical to get to some people? I've never really delved into anything like this, and I kind of want all you guys as my followers to like have some input or some suggestions. Yeah, I mean, that's where we are right now. I'm going to figure it out one way or another. I'm just thinking if we can get some people involved, we can get it to happen sooner. So yeah, that's the news on getting vocals on the track that we've been working on. It's news, but it's not news, you know? Nothing is set in stone. I have to come up with a plan. And, you know, if we were going to do this, raise some money to get Bjorn on this track, I would like people to have something physical. So, you know, that's another thing to consider to roll into whatever funds need to be raised and whatnot. But that's the plan. That's the initial plan. I'm wondering what you guys think. He does. So he was very cool. He said he liked the track. He got back to me pretty much the next day. Said he liked the track, you know, and he gave me kind of like has he pastes in the thing about like he doesn't want royalties. It's just a flat fee. There are additions. If I want video, I think it's a little bit more. If I want him to write the lyrics, it's a little bit more. Like the fanboy in me would love him to write the lyrics. The fanboy in me, but you know, that's more cash money. And it's just something to consider. Like what would you guys do if I'm going to kind of like crowdsource this with you guys? I want like your input. Like, would it be worth paying a little, paying more to get Bjorn to actually write the lyrics? I can write lyrics. I've done it before. I'm not spectacular, but I would be willing to do it. But something, like I said, the the fanboy in me would love him to do it. So that's something to consider. I'm wondering what you guys think. I'm way overexcited about it. Nothing has really happened with it. So yep, there's a lot to consider. The vibe of the track, and of course, if I were to pay that extra to get him to write the lyrics, I'm sure that's something he'd put the time in, No, not that song. The song I've been working on the last couple weeks. I can bring it up and play it again. I just don't want to bore everybody. It's a song that is not released yet. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? JJ's House of Jams, I agree with you. I agree. Like, I would love... No worries, man. No worries. Totally cool. I would love to get him to do it. And, I had a discussion with, I don't know, I'm hoping some of you guys... I'd get him to do the lyrics personally. Also, the video's looking extra crisp today. Yeah. I have my camera hooked up today that I usually film my videos with. And it's looking pretty good, right? All right. Yeah. Recording with some other guys, some other vocalists, some YouTube vocalists. Like I said, I recorded with a bunch of stuff with my buddy Jeff. I have songs on Spotify with him. And I'm not over that. I'm thinking about doing that in addition. Like the next track, George, to your point, like I was saying, I was having a discussion with Scott. Some of you guys might know the Bun, Scott, baritone obsessed. Me and him are like best buds at this point. And I kind of brought him this situation and wanted his input and his feedback. And he's like, bring it to the people. See what you guys think. And I wanted to kind of like, we came up with a few different ideas. Really, he kind of had some great ideas. One of them was talk to you guys, see about raising some money. What would you guys like to see to get Bjorn on the track? I am like sold. I'm going to figure out a way to do it because like some of you guys have said, it would be amazing. Like as a fan, it'd be worth it. But another option was, like George saying, to kind of have like some sort of like level of audition some of these guys, some of you guys out there, some vocalists out there, some YouTube vocalists, some indie guys. Give them the track, see if they like it. Have them record a piece, a chunk, and some video, and then maybe on a live stream we can go over. And I know it sounds a little rough, kind of like us going through and looking at people as if they're auditioning to be on my song, which is no big fucking deal, but give everybody a chance to be heard, and then maybe we can like vote which one fits the song the best. Not necessarily who's the best, because it takes a lot of effort and balls to be a vocalist. And I'm sure a lot of people would bring their A game, but we could kind of have like some sort of like competition to see what indie vocalist would fit the best. So I think I'm going to do that with the next track. Like, I love the idea. I love the collaboration idea. And I think it would be great. I'm just so stuck on figuring out how we can get Bjorn on the track. And, the idea of it is crazy. And I know my stuff is very heavy, or can be very heavy. What I would love to do, and here's the thing, here's why I'm bringing it to you guys, especially you guys tonight. A lot of you guys, some of you guys, almost at this point, all you guys are regulars. Yeah, George, let's keep in touch. The next track I work on, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring on some people, record a chunk. And, who knows? Maybe it could be like kind of a track where there's maybe 3 different vocalists doing a verse each, something like that. But I would love to collab with some people and give them a platform, to be heard. Who knows? Who knows what that could do for somebody? So, yeah, it's crazy. And here's the other thing about it. Everybody knows what's going on. It's happening all around the world. I can sing country too. So, Greg wants to dive into the nitty gritty, into the topics of the track with no vocals yet. I like it. Shit, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, this is why I wanted to bring it to you guys, because I've never done like any sort of like, some of you guys are members and help support me in the channel, and I bring in some money and I'm able to put it back into the channel, paying for different things to keep everything running. And it's helpful, but you guys know the channel's not huge. So for something like this, especially with everything that's going on right now, I kind of would need support from others. And I've never done a crowdfunding thing, and I follow some artists that I'm fans of who have kind of dove into that, have jumped into that, and it seems to be working pretty well. And I'm thinking, and this is my train of thought, like, okay, if I was following somebody and they had this opportunity, I would love to support if I like the music. what would I want? Like, I'm a nerd. I mean, you guys can't. Oh, you can. I got CDs up there, man. I love CDs. So if I was to do some sort of crowdfunding thing, I'm thinking like, you know, a physical CD as something to like distribute for the supporters, I think would be great for one level or whatever. And then, you know, a lower level digital, you know, the typical thing. At the very least. So I know it's interesting. It's an interesting topic, and these are the kind of things like if you're running a channel, if some of you guys are running a channel or thinking about running a channel, like these are some of the things that you come across, like some opportunities like, yeah, this is going to cost a chunk of money, but it could lead to something that could lead to something that could lead to something. So I see it as a rare opportunity. Oh, and that's the other thing. Everybody knows what's going on in the world. A lot of these artists and bands aren't taking in the money that they would normally get from touring and playing shows and selling merch. So this is the way that Bjorn can make a living, can, you know, pay his bills right now. I would love to kind of support that, you know? So that's where I stand with that. I don't want to offend anybody, any of my followers, any of the subscribers by kind of starting up some sort of GoFundMe situation for this music. I don't know. What's the music relate? GoFundMe seems to be for like, you know, important shit. I thought there was something specifically for music. I'm not sure. But, you know, I wouldn't want to alienate anybody or piss anybody off. So I'm wondering what you guys think. Like, is this kind of like a stretch? Thanks, George. I appreciate it. I mean, that's kind of how I think everybody should look at certain opportunities, you know? Like, I had to make an initial investment on my camera at one point, and that's led to different things, you know? Buying gear has led to things. It you know, sometimes you have to be in the right place at the right time to seize an opportunity. Sometimes you need to, like, jump on situations like this where there might be an initial cost, but it could lead to something down the road. Who knows? It could lead to nothing, though, too, you know? How do you mean, Spotify? I have all my music on Spotify. You don't make much money. Believe me. Let me put it this way. For all my music, since 2017, I've made $38 on Spotify. So that's not a, that adds to the pot, obviously. Yeah, I mean, raising the money would be paying to get Bjorn on the track. I don't know if I'm making that clear or if I'm understanding you correctly. You know, he has a session fee. Yeah, you know, and you know, I always kind of lean on the side of like people's feelings. So I wouldn't want to alienate anybody. And I think you're right. All of you guys are super supportive, and everybody on the channel is super supportive for the most part. I mean, it's been nothing but positive stuff. So I just wanted to run it about. I knew I was going to hang out with my dudes on Saturday. I wanted to run it by you. I wanted to get your thoughts on it. You know, it's a chunk of money. It's like, I think 1,200 euros is a session fee, which is like 1,450 American dollars. And that's nothing to shake a stick at right now. You know, my family has been affected by this in the sense that we're down to basically one income. So it wouldn't be wise of me to drop that on a song right now. And that's why I wanted to bring it to you, and I'm going to bring it to like the Patreon support. Like it's touchy because there are people already supporting me and the channel, and I'm basically asking for more money for this on top of that, and it's a sketchy feeling. And you guys are kind of you guys are kind of getting to see that side of everything, you know? Like, this is the side of like running something like this. And I'm trying to be transparent and open with everybody. So I don't even know what what are the options out there to do this. Yeah, I mean, that's crossed my mind, you know. And Greg, it's a realistic option. It's a realistic suggestion. Because the fact of the matter is, dude, she's been selling so much stuff that it's been helpful. She has sold a lot of her stuff. Yeah. I mean, luckily, there's more than just, you know, you guys who follow the channel who may be into it or as enthusiastic as you guys are. And, you know, I might present it to the channel, come up with like some links. I don't know how it works. I'm kind of looking like, I don't know. Like, I should sell my plasma. Lenny, how is Che raising money for her music? I forget. No, I mean, what? Didn't she start like Indiegogo or I know, Greg, you're right. And that's what I think I'm definitely going to do. I mean, if this doesn't pan out, that's probably what'll happen with this track. But I'm so excited about the opportunity to maybe do it with Bjorn that I want to try and get Bjorn on this one. And I'm thinking about doing what you're saying, Greg, for the next single. Like, go out there and find some people, have them record a piece, and then we can make a video, or we can do a live stream about like narrowing down the best vocalist that fits that particular track. And I think it would be cool. I mean, that's still an obvious opportunity for this. Yeah, I mean, anything like this is sort of risky. I mean, let's face it, I'm not going to probably make any money off the music itself, even with Bjorn on it. It's just kind of like something to, like, I think Greg said, bring more eyes to the channel. Yeah, I mean, negotiating. Yeah, something I'm not spectacular at. And I would, as an artist, like, I'm sure something I've been told is, like, you have to know your value. And obviously, I don't expect anything of any of you guys in here. You know, it's just something that it's an idea that, you know, I've been thinking about. That's true. And you know what? Like, even if I just were to raise a chunk of it, you know, and I would pay the difference, you know. I'm just kind of gauging how you guys kind of look at this. If I were to do this, what's something that you guys would like, if you were to give like $5 towards something like this, what would you want in return? You know what I mean? Yeah, covers. I suck at covers. And I can't sing. My Twitch stream would basically be this. Playing in Studio One, showing you guys my shit. I don't know that would sell very well. But I did want to actually do something other than talk about this. Somebody made a suggestion to sort of like do an in the box. Yeah, that's actually a good idea, Greg. I mean, I might hit him up and ask him for some other opportunities, like, that I could do something like that. I mean, but he's like he's in fucking SOILWORK. They're like an established band that's been around for ever. And I wouldn't want to, I don't know. I don't guitar. Yeah, I mean, I'm being stubborn about Twitch. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what it takes to get started. I don't know. Like, I mean, initially I'm going to go on Twitch and who's going to follow me? Half of you guys, and it's going to be the same thing that I'm doing over here. I don't know how Twitch works at all. I sound like an old man right now. An old, ornery, bitter-ass man. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You know, hey, YouTube followers, go follow me over on Twitch and shit. I don't know. Like, part of me is kind of like, I want to keep it simple and keep everybody here, you know? Yeah, I've heard of that. I've seen people, like, I think, obviously people... That's a good point, George. You're right. I've seen people will post their Twitch streams on YouTube, and then you kind of see what happens and everything. Yeah. Greg, it's not... it's not even like I hate... It's like it took so much to get the YouTube channel where it is right now, and it's still really nowhere. We're like 5.7K. And I mean, I don't care, but I mean, you sold me on it. I'll check it out. I'll look into it. I got to figure out what I need to do. I would have to, like, come up with ideas for what the hell. Hey, I'm streaming every day at blah, blah, blah. What the hell am I going to do? I have to think about that. I don't want people to just be bored like half you guys probably are right now. While we talk about raising money or shit like that, let's work on some music stuff. Somebody made a good suggestion about kind of doing a like a in the box type of thing with plugins. I don't really use plugins to play. I have the Helix, obviously. But I liked that idea, so I figure may as well do something other than potentially beg for money. My thought process behind buying the rack was I don't ever play live. I really don't ever play live. I wouldn't want it down on the floor while I'm working. I'd rather have knobs I can turn right here, have like my makeshift rack, you know. Dylan, are you in here still? Dylan, so I've been working on this track. I think you were probably in here at least one of the last couple weeks when I played it. And my best bro Lenny suggested, hey, reach out to Bjorn from SOILWORK. He's doing session work. I'm like, okay, cool. I love SOILWORK. I've loved him forever. They're one of my favorite bands. Oh my God, that would be awesome. I reached out to Bjorn. He got back to me. Liked the song. Was very, approachable and cool, and included like his rates, which aren't cheap, obviously. It's about $1,400 American dollars. I'm wondering what your thoughts on something like this is. Paying to have a bigger name on my track, via possibly raising funds from supporters and people, because, I can't shit out $1,400 right now on my own. But a portion of it, and maybe with some help of people, kill the drama. Stabbing the drama? Yeah, Dylan, what do you think? Your thoughts? Meanwhile, we can keep talking about this. Yeah, stabbing the drama is great. I mean, A Predator's Portrait, Steel Bath Suicide, like the early stuff I love. A Predator's Portrait, I think, was my favorite album for the longest time. And then Late for the Kill, Early for the Slaughter. Is that the name of that album? The Panic Broadcast. Dude, that album? Get out of here. And then the Double album. God, dude, I love so much of... I love SOILWORK. I love them. So I got that. I downloaded that ML5 from ML Sound Labs. I don't like it, guys. I don't like it. Yeah. I mean, that's why, Dylan, that's why I've been very selective. Like, I have that music with my buddy Jeff. But he's the only person I've really worked with on my music because I've at this point have become a bit of a control freak. I'm not above collaboration, but I know my idiosyncrasies right now. And, you know, it's kind of started exploring this based on feedback from followers and comments, and people emailing me and reaching out, suggesting I get vocals on some of these tracks. And, my best bud Len suggested this, and I was like, what do I have to lose? And he got back to me. And I think, yes, it's expensive, but I honestly, as a musician, feel it's reasonable what he's asking for. He's not asking for royalties. He's not asking for anything off the... First of all, like he's going to get anything off of my streams. Come on. I've made $38 on all my streams since 2017. That goddamn thing keeps popping up and it drives me bonkers, man. And then does that. It's supposed to be a 14-day trial, and then it keeps doing that. Yep. That's also been something that was suggested by Greg up above. It's a very good point. And like I said before you popped in, admittedly, because I'm such a fanboy and because I'm so geeked at the potential idea, I want to try and make it happen. So I recognize there is a lot of talented people out there who would love an opportunity to sing on some music. And according to you guys, the music's decent. So, and yes, I'm a fan of Ghost. Yeah. I can't find that person. Or I haven't really looked. That's not fair. Fuck. Dylan, this would be a lot easier if you did vocals. If this is their idea of a 14-day free trial with this keep popping up, it's bonkers. That's bonkers. That's insane that it does that. I know. I'm so... I'm so pro-gay, I may as well be gay. George, have you sent me some of your stuff? Okay. Dylan, all of that I agree with. It's all good advice. It's all logical advice. It's all affordable advice. Where'd you send it? Did you email me? And to what email? My webpage email? Yeah, Dylan. So like I was saying, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Oh, Messenger. That's why, dude. I fucking hate Facebook, and I never check Messenger, and I know I pop on and I talk to people, and then I get off, and then I don't go back on for weeks. George, send me your stuff to, hold up. Yeah, and the other thing is I want to kind of get this track done sooner than later. I don't want to try and go on some massive... I do want to at some point, but I don't want to go on a massive search right now and have it pushed out. I want this song to, like... I want this song to be out, you know? Oh yeah, I'm looking at playing with this. Does anybody have this? ML5? It says it comes with a 14-day free trial. I went on the page, bought, or whatever, the trial, downloaded, installed it like it said, and what it does, it just keeps popping that thing up and it cuts it off. It's like, give me a break. That's because you get into political arguments and make too much sense, dude. Alright, so that one's I'm not a fan of this one. I don't know. I have tried Neural DSP and they have a lot of good amps, but they're expensive. So yeah, I don't know, man. I looked everywhere in all my mail. Oh, I suppose I shouldn't bring up my mail for all of you guys to see. All right, so in one video I created, this is all free stuff right here. So this is a free noise gate. This is free from Mercurial. So I'll turn this on. Turn this screamer on, and this is Ignite, as many of you know. And I also have this GGD Zilla. Oh my God. Okay. This is a perfect example. I don't know if there's any newbies in here. I had some new people in last week, maybe. People asking about like playing through plugins. Actually, comments. People asking about playing through plugins and buffer and latency. I have my buffer all the way down. You hear that? Because my buffer's so low, I'm using so much of the... You can see the performance. See this CPU? It's because of this damn Zilla plugin. It's insane. Yeah, I know. The guitar is loud because I'm fucking with stuff. My vocals are low because, as many of you may know or may not know, the SM7B needs to be pushed really hard, and I'm afraid if I crank it, then you guys can... I feel like you guys can hear my air conditioning even more, but whatever. How's this? Loud enough? I'm not digging how this sounds. Let's remove this. And let's use NAD IR. That's the only reason we turn the AC on. It's just basically for white noise. So yeah, this free noise gate, which is sick. The tube screamer. Ignite and NAD IR. And these are the ones that come with it, and those are free. So all free stuff to create this. But let's use my IRs. So on my desktop, I have this mix that I created. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, I am bummed. I'm sure you're probably fucking relieved, but what's the point of your existence then? Didn't Nam give your position purpose? Right on, George. I will check it out. Not bad for free, right? If I can be of any help for any of that, by all means, please let me know. Are you guys getting a social media guy? What does that pay? I want to work with you. I'm open to anything. Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever. Just hit me up. So there's that. I mean, all that stuff's free. And I also have the Slate Everything bundle, and I've been playing around with this. About. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. Holy Yeah, I mean, Dylan, would be cool to check it out. Does this sound like Dime? I haven't played any Pantera in long time. A little boxy. So if you guys have the Slate Everything bundle, this is kind of neat. Again, I have the buffer like super low, and I'm monitoring through the DAW, so there's no perceivable latency. I mean, I know there is a little bit, but it's close enough where it's not distracting me. I also have Helix native, and the nice thing about that, man, is like I can just drop my actual tones from the Helix rack right into it. Come on. Son of a bitch. It's actually my buddy's, but it always asks for the password. Have a lot of these already ported over from the Helix rack. Yeah. Cool stuff. Unfortunately, if I mess with the buffer size right now, it'll fuck up the stream, so what else, guys? What else is going on? NAMM got canceled. Winter NAMM. I've gone for, 5 years? This would have been year 5, maybe year 6. Pretty bummed. That was my escape. But It's to be expected. Has everybody here heard the song in question? The song I've been working on the last couple weeks. What, did everybody leave or what? Yeah, we can play it again. I gotta switch the buffer size, so if it drop off, it'll only be for but a second. I'm not entirely sure if it will drop off or might lose my audio. You guys still hear me? I want to know if you guys can still hear me. Cool. Wow, it worked. So it was months ago at some point, or maybe it was because I was recording in OBS. I switched the buffer size and it crashed. I thought it was going to do it again, but it didn't. So that's cool. I'm loading it up. I'm going to fucking play this song out till you guys don't like it, and then you'll definitely won't donate $3. Okay, cool. It's good to know that I can do it, though. Let me get everything to load up. My drum kit load up. Got to put restream on this bad boy, huh? Add restream, send audio, local. Okay, now you guys should be able to hear that. Def Leppard. Cool. Alright. Let's just listen to this chunk and see how loud it is. I don't want to watch your ears. Actually, I'll turn it down. And we'll play. Alright. from the beginning, boys. And chat away. I will answer any questions. Not only is there piano, but there's a music box. See, I can do my own vocals. All right. You guys are funny. Yeah, it's not a particularly light song. Yeah, it's got a little deliverance vibe, I suppose. This is Opeth, like this is me trying to be Opeth. It's funny. I came up with like a lot of these riffs after having had half of these almost all of these riffs for so long. Like this outro is like one of my favorite things that I've written. It's not super complicated, but oh man, I dig it. This whole thing from the clean part, I just love it. I'm proud of it. Yeah. So it's not very chipper. I mean, it sort of ends a little bit like optimistic, I guess. You know. Man, those turned out good. Every once in a while I can applaud myself. Yeah. Me and my intros. But yeah, it's these I told you guys about this last week. This Spitfire Audio has Spitfire Audio Labs, and all of this stuff is free. All of these sample packs are free. I was working for weeks on trying to come up with the solo to no avail. I'm not super great at soloing, so we'll see. But yeah, this intro is just some piano, like Dylan said. And then I added this music box, Resonator music box. Again, it's free, Spitfire. With some reverb somewhere. I see your feedback, and I raise you a fuck you. It's long. Whoa, fuck. It's long. I know. It doesn't need to be this long. I know. But I like the riffs. So, I mean, shit, if I do raise money to get Bjorn to sing on it, I may as well get my money's worth and have him sing on an 8-minute song, right? I just want to get it out, you know? You're not wrong, Dylan, though. You're not wrong. I know my problem. I know I, like, repeat my riffs. I come back around here again. Not necessary. Might be a little boring, especially without vocals and something to kind of propel it, but you know, what are you gonna do? Fair point. Yeah, you're right. I'm at least going to chop off this third one right here. I mean, shit, I might cut the whole intro. Who knows? And before, I just had it starting abruptly. Brutal. No. You just said the song's too long. I'm trying to appease you, and now you're... My God, man. My God. Drums and bass? Yeah, it's funny. You're right. This song is probably going to alienate most people. I know that. You're right, though. And there are tracks where I try to get to the point a little bit sooner. And, I mean, as a matter of fact, the stuff I did with my buddy Jeff, I think the first track we did might be a little long. Maybe a little bit of that happening, but the vocals propel it. The second track we did, I think, is tight and concise, and it was a collaborative sort of like arrangement, and it worked out well. The third song we did together, Jeff wasn't 100% into the vibe of it, but he was a trooper and recorded some brutal vocals. And it was fun, man. I'm super proud of the stuff we did. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I do have options. That's a good thing. Definitely have some options. How many of you guys are still buying actual CDs? Am I the only loser who buys CDs? CDs. I have a whole shitload. Does anybody else buy CDs? I love CDs. I love my CDs. Well, good, Greg, I figured. Good. Thank you. Do you have one of those shelves that was specifically made with like all the little, remember the plastic things that you'd like slide them into? It would take up a gargantuan amount of your like living space just to put plastic inside of plastic. You have to peel off the like thing, the tracks on each side of the paper, and you still have that fuzzy. Yeah, I have a bunch of CDs, and then we were kind of getting rid of an old piece of furniture, and I found a shitload of CDs that I was like, oh God, I've been looking for these. So that's like most of those over here. Yeah, I'm old too. Nice. Modern. So modern, Dylan. Let's go through some of these CDs. I bought a bunch of these CDs. Used to love going into half price books. A little bit of Neil Young. Yes, sir. Dream Theater. I feel like I bought this Dream Theater. This is the first one with Mangini on it. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think I listened to it. One of my favorite bands of all time. Catatonia. I love Catatonia. Unfortunately, you can't really hear it in my music, but again, another one of my favorite bands of all time. Artists, 9 Inch Nails. Focus, you. There we go. I'm a fan of basically anything Trent does. Oh, Opeth. Opeth, Heritage. It's not the Opeth I fell in love with, but I'm happy Michael's writing the music that he wants to write, and it's good. I like it. I don't not like it. I like it. Lacuna Coil. I love Lacuna Coil. Simple, straight to the point riffs. Female-led band. Before it got trendy. Love them. Seen them a bunch of times. One of the GOATs. Tom Petty. The Last DJ. Oh, man. Megadeth. Super Collider. Bought it. Never really listened to it, admittedly. As I Lay Dying. Love these guys. Fuck the controversy around it. They served its time. This is a good album. It is not metal in any way. Definitely not. But I've always loved Zooey Deschanel's voice, so She and Him. Yeah, their new one is awesome. Tom Morello, The Night Watchman. Still not entirely sure why I bought this. So Chimera was a band that I never really got into, but a lot of people I respected and loved and was in bands with loved them. And I tried, but I never really got it. Maybe I'll give them another chance nowadays. In Flames, Siren Charms. Not their best work of the new albums, but there's some good tracks on here. Oof, man, this is a good album. 5.1 surround mix. Shit. Catatonia, again, Great Cold Distance. Boy, did I play this album out. Focus. It's having a hard time focusing on these CDs, isn't it? Yes, sir. The Living Infinite. Speak of the devil. SOILWORK. In my opinion, one of the best double albums ever. Seriously. I mean, every song on both of these CDs, both albums they're bangers. They're great. Raunchy, Wasteland Discotheque. I think they're from Finland. Synth metal. A lot of synth pop type of influence, but it's good. It's heavy. More Catatonia. That's right. I got all these nice deluxe editions because I'm a fan and I love it. This album is so good. The Longest Year is one of my favorite songs by them. Kill Switch. My pile o' CDs. Blackwater Park Legacy Edition. Oh, it's got the documentary on here. Shit. I don't know what I'm watching tonight. This is one of the best albums of all time, in my opinion. If you don't know Opeth and haven't listened to Blackwater Park, I don't know, man. I don't know if you're a metal fan. Progressive metal, at least. Oof. Revolver. Such a sick album. The production on this album, the vocals, everything. This album is so spectacular. Absolutely sick. Oh yeah, Spock's Beard. Got any prog rock fans out here? Talk about a prog rock band right here, Spock's Beard. Love this band. Wow, Gregory, you goof. Thank you for buying that. Those are bus processed, and I apologize for that. What is this? Trivium in waves. Been looking for that. You know, one of my other favorite bands, Slipknot, All Hope Is Gone. Some good stuff there, right? You guys want to look at the other pile before I sign off? All right, let's look at this other pile. How entertaining. Another one of the bands, once I kind of... Greg, how was the process with that, by the way? You can email me too. Like, is it easy to access everything? Let me know, please. Can't go wrong with Testament, man. Always good metal. Me and Jeff did a cover. Me and my buddy Jeff, who I did some songs with, did a cover of Heretic Anthem. Actually gets a decent amount of streams. Devin Townsend, Retinal Circus. It was a hell of a live show. Love Devin. He's another one of my idols. I would love to get him on one of my tracks one day. One day. A classic. Reroute to Remain. In Flames. Sabbath, their last album. Tony still writing sick riffs. This is a good album. Sounds of a Playground Fading by In Flames. Of course he did. Got Exit Wounds by The Haunted. Still in the plastic because I'm hoping to get Ola to sign it. I mean, and Jensen too if I can. Huge Jack Johnson fan when you just want to chill out. Great singer-songwriter stuff. More Lacuna Coil. Dark Adrenaline. This was a good album. Heavy. They kind of keep getting heavy as they go along. I mean, come on. Classic. Trendsetter. Pretty Hate Machine. Another one of my influences. May or may not be able to hear it in my music. Lamb of God, Resolution. George, thank you for being here, brother. We will. I'll reply to your email. Thanks for your enthusiasm. I really do appreciate it. I love Foo Fighters. I love them. Dave Grohl, I've seen Foo Fighters live and it was amazing. They are amazing. They have so much energy. You know, I kind of look at Foo Fighters and Dave Grohl as like, I don't know, like a modern day type of Tom Petty. Just great songwriters. More Nine Inch Nails. I love Nine Inch Nails. I love Trent with Teeth. Such a great album. Trivium. I love Matt. I love Trivium. Some of you guys may not know, but I am a huge fan of like ska. And I'm getting into reggae more and more. This is very kind of like down south type of ska vibe. Mad Caddies. They're from California. I love it. I've burnt this album into everybody's head in my family. Probably my most favorite band in recent years, Periphery. I'm an absolute fanboy of them. More prog rock. Anathema. I love me some proggy music. Casualties of Cool. Project Devin Townsend did with wonderful singer Che. It's like chill, vibey country, almost Americana type stuff. Super good. I don't have any ministry. What's up, Jay? Never got into them. I still got a pile upstairs, too, that I gotta bring down here. All right. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out, guys. Probably going to cut this one a little bit shorter than usual. Thanks for all the feedback and the input regarding, you know, getting vocals on this track. I just want it to be known that the support you guys do show me and have shown me is like much, much appreciated. It still blows me away to this day. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for the input, the encouragement, the positive vibes. Something we all need right now. So next week we'll jump back into doing more music related stuff. If you guys have suggestions or ideas on topics or things to go over, questions, production stuff that you want to kind of dive into, the live stream seems to be the place to do it. So by all means, let me know. Followers, members, and Patreon people, you'll be getting early access to the next video tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. And if I end up starting some sort of GoFundMe or Kickstarter for this track, I'll let you guys know. And that's it. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Love you. Bye.